In FPS here alongside Proverb. One of the casters is actually, he's going to be casting with me today, or this last match to see who stays in this competition. It's going to be me and him. He hasn't been here before, hasn't casted yet, but I'm really excited for it.
What's up? So yeah, usually I do Halo, so know a little bit about COD. I'm gonna see if I can settle up this match and finish it up. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we're going to go into the first one. It actually looks like we're going to blitz on Freight as soon as they get fixed up. I mean, it looks like they're actually trying to warm up on a free-for-all at the moment. So, I mean, going in, like we said, this is actually going to settle between who stays in. I mean, it still is a pool play match, but they're trying to do like the final seeds. This is going to be the 8th seed. So it's going to see who actually is able to either continue into the competition or actually gets kicked out of the competition. And that's something big. That's something that we haven't seen throughout the rest of pool play today.
So we've got Megabyte and Cosmic Gaming. So they're going to be playing for the 8th seed. It's going to be Blitz. Freight is going to be the game one. It's going to be, of course, a best of 3, so it's going to go down to Dom Octane and Search and Destroy Sovereign, I believe.
Oh, so we're starting off on Blitz Freight.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's going to be something different. I don't know. See, the other casters have been, I wasn't watching like specifically like some of the other matches, and I think this will be the first time we see Blitz today.
Yes.
Because
with pool play, it's been it's been 2 games, so it's been broken down into 2 games. So they're going to be, instead of doing just Dom and Search and Destroy, what they've been doing, they're going to go down to Blitz Freight. It's going to be added into it. So yes, Blitz. It's going to be the first time we've seen a Blitz game.
Exactly.
In this tournament.
Okay, so that's going to be something. Actually, a lot different because some of these teams, I mean, they when they scrim like 8s and regular online and stuff, they do all the game modes to be ready for like these competitions like this. And the thing is like a lot of the other teams that were here today, they could have been really, really good at Blitz, but they didn't get to show that they were good at it because we didn't get to play it in pool play. So really they had to fight through pool play, and honestly this is one of the last ones that it's going to actually see. It's going to be either Megabyte or Cosmic actually going into this one, so I mean it's going to be really interesting.
Well, the one thing I've seen about Blitz is that just over my time of watching it, compared to, I'm a Halo guy, so coming from Halo, like it's something similar to like Capture the Flag or anything like that. But the thing about Blitz is it seems to be very kind of, it can be one-sided sometimes, and then also it can be kind of luck of the draw also.
Exactly.
With positioning. Where Dom and Search and Destroy has been known within Call of Duty that it's a skill-based game. You have to use your mental and your shot to actually win a game.
Yeah, but I mean, in Search and Destroy, in all the games, you have to use. You have to use your head as well as like be good at the game. But I don't know. I always make this point when I talk about Blitz is that Blitz, when you play it, you can play it like a lot of different ways. Like you can play. You can play it really passively and like kind of sneak around people. I mean, I've seen plays before where there's like 3 people on the portal at one time and they just don't. I mean, they can't defend against it, and if they have like dead silence and stuff and able to come around sneakily enough, I mean, there can, like I said, be 3 people defending, and that one person is able to come around and make the score, and that's really
those
that's really
flanks
all that
can win
matters.
the game. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. Well, it looks like we're going to jump on here.
Yeah, guys, so we are going to go ahead and jump on here, and we have, like we said, Megabyte versus Cosmic Gaming, and of course you can tell which side is going to be the Cosmic Gaming because they have Cosmic Gamer tags. Makes it a lot easier for us just because, I mean, in other games they haven't had them in the gamer tags, so we've kind of stayed away from saying their names because we didn't want to get them wrong. But in this side, we'll be able to distinguish which one is which. So I just say let's just go ahead and start off with Cosmic for this one.
Okay. So what do you think? What is your anticipation out of this game? Who do you think is gonna? Let's just shoot ahead real quick. And who do you think is gonna take this?
I mean, I saw Megabyte. No, not Megabyte. I saw Cosmic actually earlier today. They were playing on one of the side stage matches, and the thing is that they weren't doing that well. But then that was also one of the games where like a lot of people were saying like the trash talk, and that was like probably one of the loudest stations. So I think that's one of the biggest things that was kind of making them not do as good was like the trash talk that was being dealt to them. So I mean, going into this blitz here on Freight, both teams are kind of mid-map right now, and it looks like this Cosmic squad is able to push up pretty early.
One thing I've noticed about Call of Duty also is that it's a very team-oriented game. So you have to anticipate a lot of the pushes and be able to react quickly to it, as well as being able to communicate with your teammates.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was talking about it earlier as well. I mean, Call of Duty being a competitive sport, some people, if you explain to some people like, oh, I'm competitively playing Call of Duty, like some people are really confused by it. But I mean, if I was to be explaining it for the first time, it would be like, oh, they use strategies, they have to go into the games, they have to practice a lot, they have to grind the game. And that's something that's not really seen, and that's what a lot of people don't really think of when they think about video games. So right here, early on, at the beginning of the match, 1 point actually goes up to Cosmic because they were able to make those effective pushes and get over into their portal. And that was a really good thing for them as they are getting their own kind of push going over to their portal.
Looks like they're trying to actually get control of that middle map so that way they can watch the pushes and then kind of rotate their way around.
Yeah, so I mean, Legend right now, at this point, he's going to go ahead and just kind of stay around his flag right now and seeing if, I don't know, just trying to defend right now. And he does get taken out, so that's not good for him. There's actually 2 down right now. So Scorpio, he almost able to go in, but he does get taken down. And we're actually hearing a lot of screaming going on May stage right now, just because of how epic that play was. And as I say that, it looks like somebody's going to try to go in or actually defend on the minimap. You can see right now, they're making a pretty effective push over here to their portal right now. Cosmic Chan, I mean, he's able to take out another guy. Oh, but he does get taken out. So, I mean, right now, it looks like Cosmic are getting pretty pushed back into their spawn, and not really a good thing, because they are down, they're up by 1 point, but the thing is if they stay back in the spawn how they are, they're not going to be able to push up like they need to and get the caps they need to, but they need to keep at least one person defending that.
Now, we just saw a Legend, he actually just got his first kill of the game just now. One thing that I've noticed is he's actually starting to, he's having to reevaluate the way he was playing because he was 0-4 for the longest time.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, Legend, like you said, he is going to... Yeah, so Legend, he's going to go ahead and defend. And that was a really big play by Legend because he was almost right on his, spawn. And the thing was, is that he almost got in, but just not quite able to do that. And as I say that, they are going to be able to go in. So 1-1 now with a little bit less than 2 minutes left. One of the maybe lowest scoring games we've seen. Both teams kind of, I don't know, I feel like both the teams are really, really equal in defending and capping at the same time.
They're playing very passive, I've noticed. That it's not, usually you see, especially with Blitz, you see quite aggressiveness come out of a lot of teams. But both of these teams right now are playing very safe and very, very held back. You don't see very many pushes coming out right now.
I mean, as far as pushes and stuff like that, I think what's happening is like each team is taking their own turn at like pushing. Like now you can see they're going towards, a lot are being pushed back to this Cosmic spawn, or not the Cosmic spawn, but the this Megabyte spawn. And yeah, so I mean, as I say that, another point goes in favor of Cosmic, and super low scoring game, like I said just a second ago. Gouda's going to try to push towards left, and as I say that, another cap goes on the board for this Cosmic squad. They're doing something right here as they're able to put in 2 caps and they kind of relay them a little bit for them. So also Scorpio, he is on the opposite team, or he's on the enemy team, and he's going to try to go in, maybe play it a little bit passively, a little bit sneaky here, and he's actually going to use this really, really nice route that I love. All he has to do is jump through the window and goes down now. He might have been heard by one of the enemy players. It looks like they might have been looking over, but they
gets a sneaky cap there. That was a good play right there.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying about Blitz. That's why I love Blitz so much, is that there's 2 different, like, you can play it so many different ways. You can play it extremely passive, you can play it extremely aggressive, you can defend and stuff, but I mean, right there, as we said, 30 seconds left on the clock, Cosmic goes in for another cap, bringing it 4-2. Low scoring game, 2 points, not that big of a difference, but as I say that, they do go in for another cap, so 2-5, it looks like it's probably going to stay 2-5 if they aren't able to relay here, and going into the second match, or going into the second round, it's not going to be that, ooh, man, last 6-2.
Nice plays right there.
Nice plays.
Now on this, do you think this is a very hard, is it a harder side for this team, for Blitz, or do you think it's going to be more of an equal, basis for this?
That side that Cosmic is attacking, they're up 6-3 and they're on the easy side. A lot of people like to call the other side the harder side, just because there's 3 ways in each building. There's 3 ways you can get in. On the other side, there's 3 ways, and on the side that we're actually watching here, on the side of Scorpio, this is a lot of people like to call it the harder side because there's more doors here, and you don't have to, I guess, defend as many places. And on the other side, it's a lot easier to run into the portal, just because of how close it is in comparison to the doors. So I think that's one of the things. So yeah, we're actually. Here we go. So we're on board here with it's Cosmic Chan, and he's gonna be watching just the middle map, make sure nothing's happening back here. And right now, I mean, both teams are staying back a little bit, not really. They're basically waiting just to see who makes the first push out and kind of just gauge how they're going to attack based on what they do. So really, Scorpio, I mean, really, if you see all of the arrows, a lot of them on this Cosmic side are staying back, and actually, as I say that, Cosmic Crispy is going to be one of the players. He's going to go in and try to sneak over into their spawn, but one person, I don't know if he's going to get missed, but he tries to go in, playing it, like I said, a little bit sneaky, does take out one, does get taken out, but his teammate goes in for that capture, and just on this side, Legend, 11 and 8 with 3 captures, Gudos with 3 captures, and I mean, Cosmic Crispy, he has 1 capture, but he's doing pretty good in the slaying role right now. 7 and 3. Man, this Megabyte squad's got to kind of pick it up a little bit if they want to stay in.
Exactly. I mean, down 7 and 3, especially when you're already in the second half. I mean, you don't have a lot of time to actually sit back. You actually you have to change something.
Exactly. So I mean, staying back, they still have a lot of time to be able to come back from this, but seeing that Cosmic Crispy, or not Cosmic Crispy, but the Cosmic side in general are attacking this harder side, harder side. Right here, you can see he's crouched, making sure that he doesn't make a lot of noise as he goes down these stairs, and nobody there to defend, and he's able to go in for a very, very easy cap, and that's something that they don't want to give up going in. I mean, right now, 8 and 3 with 3 minutes left. They don't want to give a lot of captures to them, and especially easy captures, not being really contested in any way. So it's not really looking good for them at this point. They just got to change something. Maybe, I don't know what they got to change really, just maybe push up as a team or stay back
well,
as a
and
team.
it's not even the fact that they're not even out slaying them. I mean, if you look at it, they are completely, like, as far as slaying power, they're doing a great job slaying. They're just not capitalizing on actual caps. They're killing them along the way, but they're not actual capitalizing on plays that they can make.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely. I was actually going to say the exact same thing. I mean, slaying, it is a role that you must have when you're going into a team, and when you have a team, you have to have that slaying role to be able to, I mean, all of them, like you said, doing really good slaying, 13 and 14, 13, 12, 11, having pretty good kills, but here on Blitz and any of the objective game modes that you see, I mean, Domination, any of the ones that in competitive, you have to have objective players as well as slayers. And it looks like they're all basically slayers here. Bringing it 4 to 9, it was Gudos that was able to go in for another capture with his team. So bringing it up by 5 points here and just hitting that 2-minute warning. So let's go ahead. If you look at the minimap, I mean, see both of these teams, you can see Tantrum is going around towards the outside. Ooh, able to take out some guy laying on the ground. Really great plays by him. But he's going to go ahead and go over sneakily. If you look at the minimap once again, there is 3 players there, but he does take out 1. We're going to go ahead and see if he's able to take out 2 others as they are distracted by Tantrum going in the background. And yeah, they're so distracted, he actually is able to go in for another capture. And I don't know, Tantrum with the 4 players right here, if he's able to go in for this,
very close.
He's not
Very
able
close.
to go in for that. So 1 minute and 24 seconds left, down by 4. What do you think they need to do?
I honestly think that they need to start working closer knit with each other. Like you have them, they're very spread out as you can see. But like if you think of any kind of team-oriented base, you need to make some kind of a push right now where you can get inside of their base and just keep rallying it in. You can't just keep going for the one simple caps. You're down by 5 with 1 minute left. You don't have time to sit back.
You see, Legend was trying to set up a relay there, but he was unable to do so as 2 players come up and take him out. So as I say that, with 52 seconds left on the clock, it looks like both teams are going, not both teams, but it looks like, I think it was Scorpio that actually goes in for the cap, and if Tantrum is able to relay this, then of course, I mean, they're gonna be that much closer, but with just 37 seconds left.
It's becoming mathematically impossible.
It is definitely mathematically impossible right now. Needing 40 seconds because every time you go in, there's a 10-second wait time. So even if they were able to relay, it doesn't really matter at this point. 25 seconds left. They are going to be down 4, and main stage right now is getting hype as I'm pretty sure that that they're yelling just because they're about to win this round, and it's gonna be really good for them. Seeing that, I mean, this is not just pool play; it's kind of deciding whether they're going to stay in the competition or not.
And it just shows that Cosmic Gaming is coming to. I mean, they came to win. They came to play. They're definitely proving that right now.
Exactly, and I think one of the big things too is I think they lost in that last pool play that we're matching. We talked about it a little bit at the beginning of this one, is that they were against. They were not really against the odds, but I mean, the thing is that a lot of the trash talk was coming against them, and they weren't really able to counteract that. So I think that's one of the things that played a main role in what happened there. So Cosmic is going to be able to take this one away and take it and make it 1-0 in the series, and it's going to be a best of 3 here, guys. So, of course, next match is going to be